feel like Mr. Green Jeans.
Okay. All right. Okay. Can anybody hear us? Somebody, please. This is Delray Dave down here. This is the soft launch. Lucille out and about O'Flaherty. Brack, I want to call him man about town because snappy dresser. Who are our primary guests today. We'll see what else might happen. This is our soft launch of what's brewing in Alexandria. Absolutely. And comedy may ensue. But I'm going to let these two talk for a minute while I make sure things are lined up right, and then I'll join in with you. Take it away.
Fantastic.
All right, we got dead air. What are we going to say
I
to
don't
fill
know.
in the dead air?
Well, I just wanted to welcome you. This is fantastic. I'm looking, Dave, I'm looking on Zebra Facebook page, and I don't see us.
Okay, I'm looking it out over here, too.
Do you see us?
Well, I'm sure Mary will send us a message. No, here we go. I see a wow. We're here. Susan Hahn has called in.
Oh, good. Okay, great.
Mary has called, or Debbie Critchley. Debbie Critchley, who will be joining us in an episode very soon.
Very soon. Okay, well, I don't see everybody.
All right, well, I don't need you to do that. I need you to talk.
Okay. Well, this is very soft launch, and I'm Lucille O'Flaherty, native Alexandrian, and I do a lot of out and about with Lucille O'Flaherty videos, and I take a lot of pictures in town. And we're here today with Brack Stovall, and he is a man about town. He does it all. He has a long history. Most recently, he was very active and employed. And what was your title?
I was branch manager at Duncan Branch on Commonwealth, a heart of Delray.
I was just going to say that. They were the heart of Delray this year.
They are a heart of Delray, which I love. They had to
deal.
wait till I left till they got any heart, but they did.
Well,
they did do it
sometimes.
right after I left, which I felt good about because I felt like, I don't need the heart.
No,
the community does.
You made it able to fly like that. That's fantastic. But you have a long history in Virginia. I just learned this morning that you and Delray Dave McClure were roommates in college at Virginia Tech. Now,
Virginia Tech, Lee Hall, 627 Lee Hall. Not that I remember the details.
This morning. It sounds like it was a memorable.
Well, we met. He walked past. I live around the corner. He walked past my house, and we got into a conversation. And then I said, "Well, my name is Brack Stovall," and he looked at me and said, "I that's such an odd name. I had a roommate named Brack Stovall." And I looked at him again, and I thought, we do change over the years.
Right.
And I said, "What is your name again?" He said, "David McClure." I said, "Yeah, we were roommates. We were roommates back in 1976.
Oh, that's crazy.
1876.
1870. Well, it was the last century. So when you're a boomer, you're not quite sure if the last century is the 1900s or the 1800s. So.
Well, speaking of that, your family goes back to probably the 1800s in Virginia.
Yes,
you are the fifth, aren't you?
We have Bridget.
Bridget's on. Okay.
Wave to Bridget.
Yep, that's great. Hi, Bridget. We wished you were here today. And Judith Vogel's over here, and she. I'm just gonna call her out. Come on here for a second, Judith Vogel. I want you to. She's gonna be reading our Facebook Live and telling us who's on. So. Can you make sure that you respond to the people that are on?
Oh, absolutely.
That's great. Judith is our genius writer and journalist at the Zebra Press. So she's here.
Thank you for that, Lucille.
She's here as moral support. And when we have a little dead air today, we're going to call in Judith.
Lucille and I cover stories together. I'm the writer, Lucille's the photographer, and we call ourselves the Dream Team.
The dynamic duo. Yes.
Dynamic duo, yes.
Exactly. All of the above. So thank you, Judith. And my phone, I was going to look down and call people out, but feel free to respond to that. You're our production assistant and talent today as well.
Yes, we have people. Bridget says hello.
Oh, great, Bridget. I made sure I talked to her.
That's
so
good.
so back to where we were in the
Back to-
1800s.
Yeah, it's all about me and my family,
It
right?
is. Let's get back to that.
His family is
Let's
very
just-
cool. It's very interesting.
Let's just say there's a lot of damage to be undone. We have lots of years of history. So, but no, I was born and raised in Lynchburg, and then traveled all over the place. In other words, I was wandering and trying to figure out what in the world am I going to do, and I ended up in libraries at about the same year my son was born in 1989.
Oh, okay.
And since then, I have been working nonstop in libraries all around Virginia, down in Texas, and then finally did my last 10 years up here in the Delray branch, Duncan branch in Delray. So I
love it at the heart of Delray. I thought that was so special. I think it's the first time that they've had two. The dog store and the Duncan library were joint.
Well, I mean,
recipients.
how can you deny books and dogs,
dogs,
as
well.
being the heart of Delray? I mean,
KK's here. Can you lift her up, Dave?
I think it would be better
I'll
for
fall
you.
off my.
I think it would be better. Well, why don't you step off?
I'll fall off my.
I'm going to step off and let you pick up KK.
I'm gonna fall off my stool. Yeah. Speaking of dogs, KK is here.
Okay. Well, I'll take your place.
Okay.
So, thank you so much, Brack, for coming.
oh well, I'm on my way
That's
for
okay. You can stay.
practice. I do practice. I play with the Irish Breakfast Band, who's the out and about mainstay of Alexandria. They do programs throughout the year, and lots of fiddles, and they needed a guitar, and after several auditions, they finally let me come in. As long as I
Because they
only
couldn't find anybody else, right?
As long as I could play, I would stick to only 2 chords. So
They are great. I've seen them several times, taken some video of them. I
Yeah.
gave you a bunch of video. We may be seeing some clips in future.
I hope to.
Future episode?
I am. I'm hoping so. We practice every Saturday morning. It began. It's very interesting how it began. They all Irish, and then they had breakfast, and then they started playing music together. And this has been going on for over 30 years.
Well, I'm part Irish. I'm going to make us some coffee, but it's not going to be Irish coffee.
Well,
It's going to be straight. It's going to be straight coffee.
It's a little
and I'll
early.
let you keep.
Okay.
I'll let you
Yeah,
continue. But I'm just going to be in and out.
okay.
Take care of
Thanks,
stuff.
Dave. I appreciate it. I appreciate you letting me sit in and drink one of your famous cups of coffee.
Yeah, that's right. He actually has an overhead camera, but
Yeah.
we won't take it off of us today.
No, we won't take it off of you guys today.
Well,
Judith, if you want to call out, do you want to come over and sit over here in the third seat? And
There's another chair over here.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
there's
do
one over
something.
There's a
here.
stool in the corner back here.
right here. You can come over and call out the who's on there.
Well,
while
Lucille,
you're
I'm going to do a little.
Okay.
I'm going to do something a little impromptu
let's
because I
go
have my
for you.
guitar out.
Okay.
I think it's tuned.
Okay.
I'm going to play something in one of the 2 chords that I get to play when I play the
good.
Irish Breakfast
Okay,
Band.
we're ready for that.
And this is a participatory song, and it's a good morning song, and it's one
excellent.
everybody can join in on. Okay.
I'm excited. It's good lead-in.
I had a rooster, the rooster pleased me. I fed my rooster on a greenberry tree, and the little rooster said, cock-a-doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Now it's a participatory song,
Okay.
so I'm going to ask you to be the next animal on the list,
Okay.
and I get to call it out. But you'll know this one very well.
Okay, I'll tell.
Well, I had a dog and the dog pleased me. I fed my dog on a greenberry tree, and the little dog said,
Woof, woof, woof.
and the little rooster said, cock-a-doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, I think we have a couple more people in here.
Come on over, Judith. That's okay.
Okay, all right, what we're going to do is when I come in, I'm going to start playing this song to
Okay.
help wake people up because, it is a rooster.
It is.
You know, what do roosters say again? So what I'd like to do is each time I come in, successive Saturdays, is build this until we have a whole barnyard
Oh, that sounds
of
fantastic.
participating animals.
Oh, that sounds
And
great.
humans too. So anyway,
I'm not
everybody
sure what
out
the
there, I
sound the
want you
zebra-
really,
What is the sound the zebra makes?
a zebra makes. I think they make a sound like
Kind of a whinny.
yeah, it's a
whinny. Yeah. Who knows?
So anyway,
But we are a dazzle. You know, a group of zebras is called a dazzle.
oh, okay, well
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
Which is why you have your sunglasses
of course.
on. It's
Well,
if
there's
I had
multiple
no wait,
reasons for that.
Why I'm not seeing
I think I have an extra pair of.
no, I actually do have a pair in my pocket along with my capo. But when we get a couple more zebras in here, I will
Yeah,
put
we've
them
got
on.
Judith is a zebra, and so is Dave. So
Well, then
we're
I
actually
guess-
working with a dazzle today.
I guess I am now dazzled
You're absolutely.
I am
you're officially
dazzled by-
deputized.
with zebras dazzling me. I am
Yes.
dazzled. I am
Exactly.
dazzled. But yes, let's make a goal of having at least
I'll do that. I'll call out the
20 animals.
That sounds-
This is
that
like
sounds great.
and by Christmas we can do this followed up by the 12 days of Christmas.
the 12 animals of Cock-a-Doodle-Doo or whatever.
That's right. And we have no drummers drumming in
Yeah.
the rooster song.
No, absolutely.
And the rooster will wake you up if the coffee
Absolutely.
doesn't do the trick.
That's great. So now, are you officially retired? Tell us all about what's
Yeah, I've been
going on in
retired
your
for a
life.
year, so I
Uh-huh.
try to tell when people ask me anything about libraries, I try to tell them that I've been out for a year. It's changed so dramatically. Whatever I knew is obsolete.
Is the Dewey Decimal System still
The
there?
what?
Can I move
The cards. Yes.
a little in?
Move me in.
But
This
no,
is,
the Dewey
this is
Decimal
real.
System is there. It's real still. The library still uses it. It's. I wish I had a little. Like little ditty I could drop about the Dewey Decimal, but I don't. The
That's
Dewey
okay.
Decimal.
I'm just pulling out like keywords that some people might recognize in their childhood.
How about the green roof on Duncan?
Yeah, how about
The
that? Why
Duncan
don't you tell
green
me
roof.
about that?
Do you know about the
I
green roof?
don't.
Oh,
so
that's what I
should-
thought.
I should know.
Well,
Tell
there
us.
is the green roof. The Duncan branch, when they built it back in 1969, I believe it was 1969. They had they put a green. That was just a smaller part of the building. Then when they did the renovation in 2005, they designed it, and they decided to put a green roof on it. So it actually has a roof on the north end of it.
Okay.
Right in that whole new section, there's a green roof on top of it that helps insulate, collects water, and does all of the different things that green roofs does. It was one of the first buildings in Alexandria to have a green roof.
So is it a hydroponic? There's no
No,
growth. There's no growth on the
Yeah,
roof.
there's growth.
Oh, there
Also,
is
there's
growth.
growth on the
Uh-huh.
roof, and if you go into the Commonwealth entrance and look just to the left as you walk in the door, or just to the right as you walk out the door with an armful of books,
Okay.
you will see a lot of the plants that are used on the green roof.
That is very cool. Now, who does the library staff manage the
The
roof?
city actually manages the roof. Once in a while, they'll send a person from the city who comes up and looks at it. As a branch manager, I found myself up on top of the roof oftentimes. Not singing any, up on the roof type tunes, but I would go up there to hang signs.
Do you have your phone so we can call out people as they come in? Okay.
We decided that.
Okay, not to do that. Okay.
But yeah, I would
So
hang
we have
signage,
Susan
check
Hahn,
leaks.
Debbie Critchley, Bridget.
Susan Hahn, Debbie Critchley, Bridget, thank you for being here. We appreciate that.
and
Please
make
share.
sure if down the road, come join us. And you could be a cat or a pig or an elephant. You could be a horse. There are so many different choices and that you can look for in the incarnation of this song as it evolves over the weeks.
Well, do you do goat? Because right now I'm a little bit of a goat.
Greatest of all time.
I wish. So we have a classic problem. We're going to fix it in the next show. That we're going out. We've got some great people calling in, but there's a little confusion about exactly where it's going. So,
Okay,
So
that's
that's
cool.
a glitch, but it's
Okay.
a soft launch.
It's all good.
There were two strategies from the we did. So we started all this 4.5 years ago. as in preparation for some weird flu, and we wanted to create it. We wanted to create a place where the people in the zebra community could come together because people were frightened. They didn't know what was going on. They didn't know how long it was going to last. They didn't know what was going to happen. So we dove right in. And so one of the principles was every day a new bleeping opportunity to learn from your mistakes.
Exactly. And I actually shared our first episode, which was on this morning on March the 16th, 2020, when COVID was our first day, really, that Friday. I think everything shut down. So don't watch it now, but you can watch it later. It's quite humorous. I had on.
And you're wearing sunglasses inside to show your zebra motif?
I am, and I always have a zebra something on, as I'm kind of famous for, and it's just a good look.
Okay,
I think
I'm bringing
probably better than my eyes.
Short cups of coffee for everybody because our audience, our
brewing in Alexandria?
Our attendance. What's brewing? Well, I'll tell you what's brewing.
St. Elmo's
is
free plug this time.
Rise Up organic house roast coffee, and Rise Up actually is out in Maryland, near where Mary lives.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, our audience grew by 50% while we were in mid-brew here.
Oh, that's great.
So we're a little short right now. I may brew another one. It looks like we're rolling.
It's all good.
It's black. If somebody can't have it without milk, I'll go up and get milk.
No, we're
I was going to say I need milk, but you can't leave.
Here's a bunch of donuts from
Donuts.
Just Donuts?
Yeah.
And
From Just
I'm going to eat a chocolate donut. I'm getting off camera to eat this donut.
They're from Just Donuts down at Dairy Godmother, and I hardly ever go there more than once a day.
That's your
Just
limit.
saying.
That's your limit.
Yeah, that's my limit. Except when it's not.
Well, you know, I have a special place in my heart for Just Donuts because they said they looked for the very best recipe for donuts. And it was a vegan recipe. So while they're probably not, I'm sure they have a few calories, but they don't have animals in them or milk or eggs. So that's a pretty good situation for me because I sometimes get left out of the sugary sweets as a crazy vegan. But
the rooster in the first song said the hens appreciate that.
Oh, good. I see the flowing theme throughout this. So tell us a little bit about your. Do you have any other selections you'd like to that we might be a little bit more familiar with that you want to sing?
Well, I mean,
maybe Old MacDonald. We all know that.
I know. Well, that's similar lines. I should have played that. If we could have gotten more
audience participation.
We had
have a question.
Certainly.
I have a question for you. Did you perform at any of the national night outs this past Tuesday?
No, I did not.
There were 45 locations in the city.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought I caught you in one of the photos. I wrote the story, and I thought
really?
I caught
it's a great
you.
Story.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, no, I did not make it. Being retired, one of the things you find out is that you have so many things that you can do. You kind of like have the deer in the headlight look.
And you wonder how you ever had time to actually work, right?
You really do.
You
really do. I think that's one of the. It's very interesting. When I was working and my in-laws were retired, they would give me a call once in a while after they had retired and say, "What are you doing?" And I'd roll my eyes and said, "Well, I'm working." And I believe it was actually a dig. They really didn't care. They knew what I was doing.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, when you're retired, I've discovered this in the last year. You have so many things that you said, "Oh, I'll wait till I have more time to do this," that they are all like bottlenecked. It's like a parade waiting to happen in your life, and it's saying, "Oh, we have time." So really, it's very so I prioritize. One of the things is music, so I'm practicing every day. I have been playing guitar really since 1969.
Wow,
I've
that's
been playing
tremendous.
guitars. Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to add that up because, but I was completely self-taught.
Wow.
And what I liked, really, I did what I discovered, learned basically music with cowboy chords, which is everything's down here on the. If you look at my guitar, you can see how it's worn out down there with the cowboy chords.
Oh.
But really, a lot of really very talented guitar playing is played up and down the neck. So that's what I'm doing, up and down the fretboard. That's what I'm doing now, is concentrating on that. My son plays guitar, and he is much better than I. He took what I learned and ran with it, and he's my inspiration.
Oh,
he's
that's
my
so
inspiration.
good.
Yeah, so now
Legacy City. Is
Yeah.
he the sixth?
His name is Atticus.
Okay.
And he is a scientist, and he's working in Europe right now for a project that he wrote to study the drought areas in Spain. And that's what he has, that project for the next year. So he's moved his family over there, and they're living there. But he still plays. He sends me music that he plays all the time, and he's an inspiration.
And his name is Atticus Stovall.
Atticus Stovall. Mhm.
Okay, so we can Google him, Atticus
Yes, you
Stovall,
can.
and we can like his page and his Instagram and give him a big boost after his dad was
That's
so
right.
nice to participate.
Yes, you should discover him on your own, because
Yes,
whatever I
exactly.
say will all be suspect.
Should I brew some more coffee while
No, I think I'm good.
I think
haven't
you're
had-
good.
Yeah, I haven't had a taste
okay.
yet.
It is kind of warm in here too.
Yeah.
I admit that.
So, are you performing anywhere, Brack?
Only with the Irish Breakfast Band.
And where do they?
And they let's see, they usually perform on the front porch on first Thursdays. Yesterday, of course, they did not, because
Right.
Thursday, this 2 days ago, because of the rain. And but I didn't get the word. And the real first Thursday, I was on the front porch just picking
On
whatever-
August 1?
on August 1, which
Yeah.
was the first
Thursday. I was
Thursday.
a little surprised that they didn't have it first Thursday.
It was so
Yeah.
perfect. I mean, it was the mosquitoes and the sun was out.
You were
Everything was just.
You were doing your solo.
I was singing along with all. Well, I was not when you're singing with mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes all know how to hum the bars that you.
That's hilarious.
Well,
But-
speaking of bars, so maybe, I don't think we've talked about it explicitly. We'll see. So we've talked about what we're doing today. We're doing this soft launch, and so far we've made somewhere between 0 and infinity number of little mistakes, but we're here. Okay.
Hitting our bar.
Hitting our bar.
Hitting our-
And we've talked about where we got started, back in the days of the pandemic, and I can't arrange another one of those. So we have to look for that's another
And we're happy
conspiracy.
you
That's
can't.
another conspiracy theory. So we have to look forward to the future and where we're going in the future. So I just wanted to say that, so I'm going to get back to you and the bars and the music. But first I want to say thank you so much to Lucelle. I knew when I picked, so this is kind of a project that I've been hoping to do for 3 years. Been thinking about it. I'll talk more about it another time. But my first thought was I knew this was a terrible time of day, but I had reasons for wanting to do it. You got to pick some time. The worst part of that was I knew it had to be the busiest time in the world for Lucelle, because this is when she's really in high demand. And she made time to be here today to launch us. We were there together to launch ZTV.
That's very special.
ZTV, and then a lot happened. And here we are now, later, and Lucelle is here to launch this new thing. And we hope that Lucelle will, time to time, stop in. We're looking at a TV screen of what we're sending out. And what we can do is send a link out, very easy. Basically, it's like FaceTime or Zoom, and have people come in through the magic of television. And, so we're hoping that she'll be joining us with that. But going forward, Brack has agreed to be here when he can, bringing his very many talents. And this loops back around. So I think next week, in the paper, there was an article about it. There's the Bands and Brews, or is it Brews and Bands?
Bands and brews.
I think that's
Bands.
today.
I think it's this.
Okay.
Well, anyway,
I think it's next week.
Is it next week?
it's
Okay,
next.
good.
I hope it's
Oh,
next
good.
week.
I thought I was missing that.
I
I'm
need
gonna-
to know this.
Okay, because I've
I've
got to
run. I've got to run.
Here.
There's actually a
Look at the
piece.
zebra.
There's
Check in
a piece
the
in
check
here.
in
on
the
the front.
check
Yes,
in the
it's
zebra.
in
They'll
here.
tell. They'll tell you.
It's in
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might be the
So
title.
anyway, I'm hoping that Brack and I may be able to do a little walkabout, and I'll do some videoing and so forth of that. And Brack can talk with the other musicians because he can talk that fancy musician talk, which I actually cannot. I do a pretty good job recording musicians, but I ain't got
or
the
A
gift.
minor.
I ain't got the gift. So anyway, I'm sorry. I just wanted to put that plug in.
Well, thank you,
See if
David. You
guys
are
can pick-
so gracious to host this in your I call it. He has a studio. I call it 1A and 1Z because I think it sounds great. It sounds like the Today Show, but David says it's just A to Z Studios.
Yeah, A to Z.
He's got two Z. But we're in Studio 1Z today, and I wanted to particularly thank Judith because this is her Sabbath, and she's here. And I was not expecting her, so this is
And
really.
I'll be running to synagogue very soon.
That it was very kind of you to come and help.
I had a debate in my head about what to do this morning, a dilemma.
Well,
it's a dilemma when you're a minority and you and your observances are in conflict with the world. But I'll put in a plug that I'm very grateful for America for being able to live here and have religious freedom.
Exactly.
I have to put that plug in.
And we're very thankful that you showed up today and wanted to support you. She's also a volunteer at the Zebra and brilliant writer and has done many terrific articles. Judith Vogel, if you haven't had the opportunity to meet her or to interact with her, she is the best. So
Breaking news.
you.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, what's happening?
A hacker has broken into our super secret transmission here.
And we're on the right place?
Kelly Kramer Goal.
Oh, good. Yay, Kelly, welcome. We wish you could be here with us.
David, before we continue, I think again you should tell people how they can find us because I went to the Zebra page.
We will.
And
That's
didn't see
for next
Facebook
week.
Live.
That's for next week.
And I went to Delray Dave and didn't see Facebook Live.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, we've had that problem. I think what's going on, everybody, just in case you really need.
I told
so
everybody.
we're actually I think we're streaming to the ZTV Network channel, Facebook page. It's not actually the Zebra Facebook page.
I see.
And so that's causing some
Maybe
confusion.
we can share that
We're going to
over.
fix that.
We'll talk about that off
We'll
air,
fix
yes.
that. We'll fix that for the next show.
Yeah, because I said I couldn't find, I didn't see it. Yeah,
Yes.
that's good.
No, this has happened. Yeah. Okay.
I know.
Everybody, look forward.
Look forward. I know. Go to the ZTV network, but you can't see me because I'm on there. It's all good. So, do you have another little song, a little Irish breakfast song that we
An
could?
Irish breakfast song.
Well, I don't know.
I wish, yeah, but
Is
you
it
know,
I
keep
are
the
you
beat.
somewhere between bluegrass and folk?
Well, it's Irish is they have reels, they have dances, they have they have several different types of forms of it, and I'm still in the process of learning it, even though doing it about a year. I think the strength in Irish music is in the fiddles that are played, and the Irish Breakfast Band has a number of fiddles and flutes, 10 whistles. We have a keyboardist. We have and a drum which keeps the beat. And then one of the things that I feel like I'm very is I can do a D. See, so I just keep beat. I keep rhythm. But no, not really. I will play the chords that I need to play, and I will play sometimes when I get lost, I will play a little bit of scales. But I am still a student in Irish music. But I can play.
Well, what's something that you would like to play that we might be somewhat have heard before?
Slow down, move too fast. You got to make the morning last. Just kicking down the cobblestones, looking for fun and feeling groovy. Do you think we need another word than groovy?
I love groovy.
Okay.
No,
And the
you
cobblestones. We're in Old Town.
You need groovy. It sounds dated and
okay.
trite, but it's so
Groovy's back.
emblematic of that song.
Oh, that's another thing. Remember,
need
this is for the young
groovy.
people. Give them real quick. The young, we're going in the future. Young people stuff.
Yeah, we got young people stuff. We want some young people on
But
here.
there's nothing
I
like
want you to sing.
Simon and Garfunkel.
I want her to sing.
That's right.
I want her to sing with you. Go ahead.
Hello, lamppost, what you knowin'? I come to watch your flowers growing. Ain't you got no rhymes for me? Feeling groovy. Feeling groovy. I got no deeds to do, no promises to keep. I'm down dappled and drowsy and ready to sleep. Let the morning time drop all its petals on me. Life, I love you, all is groovy. Feeling groovy. There you go.
Woo! I love these two. This is so authentic.
If I'd known, I would have rehearsed the words.
That's great. I love it. It's perfect. And
So we're going on 32 minutes.
oh wow, okay.
We were hoping for
Groovy.
at least 15 minutes of
Feeling groovy.
Yeah, we were hoping for at least 15 minutes without dead air time. We've done twice that good. We had this beautiful song. If there's a third one, I'll call on you to do that on our outro. But before you start playing, I'd like, and what we'll do is you do the song, and you guys do what you do, and then when you're done, everybody just wave bye and we'll shut down. But I wanted to say to the audience, thank you so much for being here with us today. I feel like we're doing okay. We made the required number of glitches and mistakes, but for the future, so let me give you a real quick what this concept is. This is a neighborhood coffee spot. We just meet casual. We have a paper to talk around. We talk about other things that are going on. People do what they're moved to do. And, I want it to be, as much as we can manage. Oh yeah, local stuff. To be a place, to be a place that people could come in and stop in, whether they come in, virtually through a dial-in, or whether they come in to the actual physical place. And I'm going to show you here what we have. Coffee House, Zoom. Is this it? Oh, no, that's that. That's not what we want.
He can show himself making coffee.
Let me do it. Let me do it with
overhead.
this. I'm going to show you what we have going on here. Norm, there we go. So this is the door to the garage. That's sort of Norm, my assistant. But the concept is that door will be open.
Didn't get him on camera.
Or as
so
open
now
as we
do.
can keep it.
Yeah.
And when people, if you want to come by, we'll bring you in. And you can come in, stop in, say hello if you have something you want to talk about. Talking to us ahead of time would be even better. That's cool. But that's the concept. So for that, I have one ask for you. Come back, two ask. Come back. Bring people with you. We'll get the connection thing glitch. You're not on there right now.
I know. I want you to switch back.
And we can see that we're not
the other ask is recruit. We need people. And if those of you who are familiar with the story of stone soup, we need some stones to put into the soup pot. And so it would be great if we had 3, 4, 5, 6 people from which we could always count on pulling, say, 2 people to come in. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of the Brack is the biggest stone in the pot.
Yay. There's still room though.
I think there's a song for that.
Yes.
What are we, chop liver?
No, you're great, but
get
if
that
you can
line
be
in.
here, the thing is for to be called on a regular basis. I already talked about how Lucille is in great demand. I can't afford her prices every day. So anyway, I'm going to put them back on because that's enough of what you're seeing. There we go.
There we go.
We're back
I did
on.
want to say before we sign off that we as a community and a nation are just so proud of Noah Lyles. He is a gold medal winner and a bronze medal winner. He ran in spite of his COVID. I was at the watch party.
Oh.
Please look at Zebra for all of those videos. And we just, he's the son of Alexandria. And Noah, we just want you to know how much we love you and respect you and are inspired by you. So thank you so much for being the son of Alexandria. And we know that you love our town immensely. And we couldn't be more proud.
Did you make the sign?
I did.
yourself?
I did. I made the sign.
Okay.
Now, do I have time to do a...
Yes.
Oh,
Go.
I wanted to
you
do. Can I do a
Yes.
quick plug?
Yes, definitely.
So I wanted to show everyone this piece. It's not just to highlight that I wrote it. It's the Alexandria birthday party on July 13th. There's an article in the August issue. But I wanted to remind everybody that the 275th anniversary celebrations are not over. That was the point of this. They continue all the way through. Very good. It continues all the way through November. The culminating event is the Christmas tree lighting in November. So we had the kickoff. We have the big extravaganza on July 13th. Our July cover story was all about the 275th. This is a grand anniversary. Go out there, enjoy it, celebrate the history. There is so much history in the city. You can't walk a block in Old Town without seeing a plaque or historic markers. So just want to remind everybody that it's still going on.
Absolutely.
Grand anniversary.
They were at the National Night Out. The historic Office of Historic Alexandria is working overtime promoting this. And just for a personal plug, my church, for which I'm a third generation, Trinity United Methodist Church, is celebrating 250 years. And that will be in November. We'll have a big event.
That is
awesome. And Christ Church was last year, and Old Presbyterian Meeting House was the year before. But we are really, the Trinity is really the grandmama of the Methodist churches. And I know we've talked about your synagogue and now my church, so that's nice. So anyway,
I should just say that if you read the National Night Out, I wrote the piece, but Lucille, I used many of Lucille's photos, and I included a photo of the booth that she just talked about at John Carlisle Square Park, National Night Out. There was a booth for Alex 275. And again, we just want to remind you that this is a huge birthday. So I did include that photograph.
I saw that, and I also saw that your friend from your synagogue, Dr.
Arnold Rosenblatt.
Yeah, the cardiologist was there. He's part of the medical volunteer team.
Yeah,
that's really exciting.
He retired
too.
and
he's doing good work.
Doing that. He's a top Alexandria cardiologist, right? He was there too.
Yeah. It was
that was an amazing night.
Yeah, it really was. Okie doke, so
this land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands. From the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
Bye, everybody.